Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police!
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police!
Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review. I just saw The Naked Gun, the 2025 reboot, I guess you could call it, of the old Naked Gun movies. Before I talk about this movie, I just want to talk about the older movies because I had never seen them before. So going into this one, I went and watched all three of them. It was actually a TV show to begin with. It was called Police Squad, I think. And I don't think it's streaming anywhere, so I didn't watch it. I think it's only like 6 episodes or something. But it has Leslie Nielsen in it, apparently, and some of the other actors from the old movies. So let me know if that's worth watching at all. Like I said, I don't think it's streaming anywhere, so you kind of have to like buy it on like Amazon or something. But yeah, I watched the 3 movies, and they were fun. They were, they didn't make me laugh out loud. I feel like maybe if I was younger, I'd probably enjoy them more. Yeah, I've never been like a big comedy guy, but I have always enjoyed like Airplane, for example, which was done by the same people, the Zucker brothers, I guess. They also worked on Scary Movie 3 and 4. I know that after, the Wayans did 1 and 2. But I always enjoyed Airplane. I thought that movie was always hilarious. Leslie Nielsen was in that too, of course. And yeah, the first 3 Naked Guns, I really liked the first one the best. 2 and 3 were good, but I felt like the first one was just better. Yeah, they're very silly, goofy movies, and that's sort of like a genre of comedy we don't get anymore. Like the Austin Powers Scary Movie era of, comedies or spoof movies and stuff like that. They don't make those anymore, really. We are getting Scary Movie 6 next year, so that's very exciting, with the Wayans coming back, of course. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, this genre I've always enjoyed. Like the Austin Powers movies, I love those. Those make me laugh out loud big time. Yeah, hopefully we get to see that make a comeback one day. But yeah, like I said, the first 3 Naked Guns, I didn't love them. But they were fine. They're all very enjoyable. The first one being the best, like I said. So going into this one, it's produced by Seth MacFarlane, which is cool because obviously Family Guy and Ted and stuff like that. He knows his stuff. He's worked with Liam Neeson before. Ever since Liam Neeson had that cameo in Ted 2, I was kind of like, man, this guy. I'm curious to see like how he would do in a movie like this. And very similar to Leslie Nielsen, he plays the character very straight, which is the funny thing because everything around him is goofy. Yeah, so this was directed by Akiva Schaffer. I'm not sure how you say the guy's name. He's part of The Lonely Island with Andy Samberg. I haven't seen any of his movies, I don't think. And he did a good job with this. Like, this is very much inspired, of course, by the original movies, and you can tell it's very much paying tribute. Like, it's the same kind of movie. Even in 2025, it's still the same humor, slapstick, goofy, immature, fart jokes and everything. Yeah, and it really worked. It's a very short movie too. It's like an hour and 25, I think. It's not even an hour and a half. And I think all the other Naked Gun movies were the same runtime. So in this movie, basic premise, you have Liam Neeson playing Frank Drebin Jr., the son of Leslie Nielsen's character. So it is, like I said, like a sort of a legacy sequel in a way, kind of. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you do get some surprise appearances in the movie. So yes, it very much is continuing off the first 3 movies. And the trailers look promising. Like, they actually were funny. They had some good jokes. The O.J. Simpson joke was the best one. Yeah. And I actually thought, O.J. Simpson, of course, being, who he is. But I enjoyed his character in the first 3 movies. He was sort of like I don't want to say comedic relief, because everyone's a comedic relief. But, like, he's always the brunt of, like, a lot of physical jokes, especially in the second one. He gets run over by cars a lot. yeah, this movie, like I said, very much carrying on the legacy of that. So in this one, you have Frank Drebin Jr. He's basically looking into a murder that's made to look like it was a suicide, and he runs into the victim's sister, who's played by Pamela Anderson, which is great casting, by the way, because Pamela Anderson is one of those people. Yeah, she would have been in the Naked Gun movies, the original ones. You know, they had Priscilla Presley, and then the third one actually had Anna Nicole Smith. So it's like, yeah, she fits that type of the femme fatale, beautiful blonde, type girl that would have been in those movies back in the day. I don't know if they ever, talked about her being in one of them back in the day, but yeah, that totally makes sense to have her in this movie. And it's kind of refreshing too to see like an age-appropriate couple. Like Liam Neeson's in his 70s at this point, and she's I think in her late 50s, early 60s. And apparently they're actually dating right now, which is, refreshing to see, like I said, So it was cool that they actually, like, didn't cast some, like, super young girl or something, and they actually put Pamela Anderson, the icon she is, in one of these movies. And they had great chemistry together. Like, she's actually really funny in the movie, too. And Liam Neeson is surprisingly hilarious. Like I said, I've never seen him do a role like this. He's always been the serious guy, Star Wars, Taken, Batman Begins, Schindler's List. This guy's had a great career. So, he absolutely does not need to do a movie like this, but he still did. And that's what makes it funny. And, of course, Liam Neeson and Leslie Nielsen, their names are kind of similar, so I feel like that was also intentional. But, yeah, you have them basically investigating a certain CEO who's very powerful, and he plans to sort of take over the world, I guess. It's very, very much like a straightforward, like, cop story, but, they make fun of everything. They make fun of how cops are always drinking coffee, how they're always doing voiceover narrations, how they're driving and not looking while they're driving. Like, there's a lot of jokes that really work in the movie. And I wasn't laughing out loud a lot, but there was one segment that really made me laugh out loud a lot. They do it in Austin Powers a lot. It's basically like where you have a character spying on other characters, and all they see is like the outline of them. In this movie, the guy's using X-ray vision, basically. But he sees the outlines of the characters doing things, and it looks like something totally different. I love that stuff. The Austin Powers movies excelled at that. That's probably my favorite sort of joke, in these movies. I was laughing out loud. The rest of the movie, I wasn't really laughing a lot for most of it. I was laughing here and there, but like it wasn't making me cry laughing or anything like that. You know what I mean? The humor was still there, but it wasn't, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But it was still a fun movie. Like I said, it's very short, so short and sweet. And by the way, stay tuned for the credits, like all the way through. Like, the movie makes it clear there's still things happening in the credits, but for some reason the people in my audience were just leaving. I don't know if they just didn't enjoy it or whatever. My audience was laughing a lot, so I don't know. But it always bugs me when there's like clearly something happening during the credits, but people are just leaving anyway. You know what I mean? Like in Sinners, like people were leaving, like, what are you guys doing? Like, clearly something's happening right now, the mid-credit scene. Yeah, I don't get it. But for this movie, stay tuned to the very, very, very end. There's a little thing after the credits. And yeah, and if you look in the credits, there's little hidden jokes in the credits, which is funny. Yeah, this movie was a fun time. I didn't have a blast or anything like that. I'm probably going to give the movie like a C+, which is what I would give all the other Naked Gun movies, really. I still think the first Naked Gun's the best. I feel like that one made me laugh the most. My favorite thing in that one was the Manchurian Candidate sort of joke with the watch. I need to kill this person or whatever. That stuff was funny in the first movie. They used it a couple of times. But yeah, fun movie. Nothing, amazing really. C+, like I said. Fun time, definitely check it out. Go see it with friends, see it with an audience, because like I said, my audience was laughing a lot. I laughed a lot too, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't like, laughing the entire time. I wasn't, crying, laughing, or anything. I did laugh out loud in that one scene I told you about, And yeah, I was gonna say too, there's other actors in the movie I didn't even know were in this. Like Cody Rhodes is in this. You know, Kevin Durand. Yeah, there's a lot of actors I had no idea. There's some UFC people in there because, you know, the last part of the movie takes place during a UFC fight, you know, because all the Naked Guns take place at a big event in the final scene. So they did a UFC fight, and it actually kind of worked. I actually really like that. Yeah, so fun movie. You know, 7 out of 10 I'll give it. Actually, sorry, I got to remember my grading here. A 6 out of 10 would be a C+. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Nothing amazing, like I said, but still a fun time. So definitely go check it out so they can make more movies like this, because we need silly, goofy movies again. I'm not a big comedy guy. I haven't seen a lot of comedies in theaters, you know, lately. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to go see comedies a little more. But still a fun movie, like I said. So definitely check it out. Next week we have Weapons, which I'm very excited for. It's gotten a lot of great early reviews, and it looks very promising. You know, the guy that made Barbarian is doing it, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that one big time. So, and I also might check out that movie Together. I'm hearing good things about that one with Dave Franco. That came out this week, so maybe I'll see it tomorrow or something. I don't know. But if I do see it, I will do a review. So, yeah, definitely want to see that one, I think. So, anyways, let me know in the comments what you thought of this film. If you want to rank the Naked Gun movies, feel free to. Yeah, I don't really know. They're all like equal to me. Like I said, the first one's the best, but I don't know. Not a huge fan, but still, fun movie. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.